Fabri, what a night.
Hello guys, fantastic night. Chelsea winners, Champions League winners again.
Here we go.
The Here We Go podcast is partnered with Skrill to bring you exclusive football content for free. Go to skrill.com/herewego to find football stories I've shared only with Skrill. Don't forget to bookmark the page. I will be sharing lots more in the coming months.
So Chelsea, second time winners of the Champions League. Second time they sacked the manager in the season.
Yes.
2011-2012 they did the same with Di Matteo, Villas-Boas first and then Di Matteo. And then this year with Frank Lampard and
Thomas
Tuchel.
Tuchel. Yes. I want to say that Villas-Boas is in the list of Lazio as
Yes.
potential new manager, so let's see what happens. And yes, talking about Chelsea, congrats to Thomas Tuchel. Really, it was something incredible and fantastic. Congrats to Chelsea board also, because they signed a lot of players last summer. It was a busy one, but they were perfect. Edouard Mendy was a perfect signing from Petr Cech, who wanted him as perfect goalkeeper for Chelsea. But also Thiago Silva, he was unlucky in the final, but what a player has been this season.
Kai
Really,
Havertz.
Kai Havertz. Imagine you spent around 80 million euro with add-ons to Bayer Leverkusen. 12 weeks of negotiation with Bayer Leverkusen was really complicated, but they
Yes.
signed him. And in the final, he was scoring his first Champions League goal, so it was an amazing story.
Not a bad first goal.
And yes, and so congrats to Chelsea. And I also want to mention Pep Guardiola. He did an amazing job again with Manchester City. Obviously, we have to recognize that
Yes.
they were fantastic this season. The final was a bit disappointing from Manchester City, not at the top level, but Pep Guardiola
But
is
I'm
always
sure that we are
he's-
gonna see him again.
Yes, but he's
in
always
some finals.
respectful. He's always respectful. Also,
Yes.
his players. So, really, congrats also to Manchester City. But Chelsea did something great.
But let me just say one name, N'Golo Kante.
Yes, let's see if we will be Ballon d'Or winner one day. Who knows?
I will vote for him tonight.
To give some transfer update, N'Golo Kante will discuss with Chelsea over a potential new contract in the next weeks. So it will be long. So they have no rush. They have amazing relationship with N'Golo, and they love him, and everyone in football loves N'Golo Kante. So they're going to talk with him about a potential new contract, but there is no rush. He has 2 years left on his contract with Chelsea, so they want to continue with him, of course. And I think after the Euros, they will start to talk with Kante. And talking about contracts for Chelsea,
Yes.
Thomas Tuchel will discuss with the club. He's ready. He always said he's ready to discuss, to negotiate. It's not just about money. He wants to plan for the future because, after you win the Champions League, you want to plan for something big like winning the Premier League and continue on this way in
Yes.
European football. So Tuchel and Chelsea board will meet soon to discuss over a new contract.
He said that he met for the first time Roman Abramovich tonight after the game, and there wasn't like a bad first meeting after winning the Champions League, and so he said also maybe there was already a contract for me the next day. So who knows?
Yes. But they will talk also because they are already planning for the transfer window together, and I think Abramovich, after winning the Champions League, will be ready to invest again, to spend money again. They want a centre back. They want to look at potential opportunities for a striker. So Chelsea will be working on the transfer market again. And talking about contracts, it's
Yes.
important to say that in the next month, Chelsea will consider also the position of Jorginho if no club will make proposal this summer. And let's see what happens with Jorginho because many clubs are interested. But in case he will stay, he's going to discuss a new contract with Chelsea. And Thiago Silva,
Yes.
because he was unlucky, as we said, in the final with the injury. But what a leader on the pitch, outside the pitch, in the dressing room with Tuchel after Paris Saint-Germain experience, winning the final this time, and always in the relationship with the young players and with the board. So Thiago Silva is really appreciated, and with the fans too, they love him. And Thiago Silva is staying. He's going to sign a new contract with Chelsea for one more season. He has a clause to extend the contract for one more season, and Chelsea is going to trigger the clause, and he's going to accept because he's ready to accept. So he's almost done, set to be completed in the next days, but Thiago Silva will stay at Chelsea and will be the Chelsea leader also next season.
And that's super important because he's a key player, and so it's super important about it. So a part of the Champions League final, I mean, we talk about Chelsea. You want to add something about Manchester City too? About
Yes, because also talking about contrast at Manchester City, first of all was the last one for Sergio Aguero. Was obviously a particular night, not so lucky, a bit sad for him because he wanted to leave the Champions League.
Another Aguero in the final, but didn't happen this time.
Yes. So Aguero is leaving. In the next hours, he will be in Barcelona. He will have his medical test. He will sign the contract for 2 seasons, and he will be a new Barcelona player. There is no doubt. It's a done deal. He already signed the first part of his contracts, and he's going to complete everything in the next hours. So Aguero will be the first new signing together with Eric Garcia, because also Eric Garcia is leaving the club as a free agent and is going to join Barcelona. So in the next hours, everything will be completed for both players joining Barcelona from Manchester City. And also Manchester City board will open talks also with Fernandinho to decide together. When you have this kind of players, they are leaders, they know the club, they are part of the club, so they're going to discuss together with Fernandinho about the opportunity of extending his contract for one more season. But there is a lot of optimism around this situation. Let's see after the final, because after losing the final you are a bit disappointed, so it's normal. Fernandinho is a true leader, but Manchester City want Fernandinho to continue.
Yes, but seeing as Manchester City how they're working, doesn't seem that a loss as this can change the plans. We saw that Guardiola already said yesterday in the press conference, regardless what will happen in the Champions League final, I will stay at Manchester City. And also, one thing I wanted to add about Manchester City is what a pity for Kevin De Bruyne tonight.
Yes.
That was sad to see him leaving the pitch in this way, to be honest. And that's a pity to see him that.
Yes, but I think, as we said before, Manchester City are always planning for something big. Obviously, it was disappointing tonight to see this kind of final for Manchester City. We were expecting something different. They were expecting to win the cup. But I think the project will continue. They want to continue. They want Harry Kane as the first target this summer. Let's see if Tottenham will change their position or not. But Manchester City will try to sign Harry Kane, will try to sign a new striker. So Manchester City are planning to continue because they won the Champions League and they also won the Premier League as they won. So they had a great season. Let's remember they had a great season. But obviously a bit disappointing about the Champions League. And also in the next days, let's see what happens with the managers, because
I was about to ask.
The managers
Domino is
the last one I've been told is about Leonardo Jardim, former Monaco manager, who is going to join Al Hilal on a 1-year contract, so he's done and signed, will be official soon. About Tottenham and Real Madrid, I think they are the biggest ones now, so let's see what happens.
And Barcelona also, we have to see what will happen to Koeman next week.
Yes.
And Laporta wasn't very clear that he will stay or not. They said they will have discussion next week, so we also have to say their position. In Italy today was official Spalletti to Napoli, with an important for Serie A. Allegri done, Zanetti, Inzaghi, still only missing the official announcement. Will be the new Inter Milan manager.
Yes, talking about managers, Antonio Conte, we have a lot of questions about Antonio Conte, what's happening, what's going on.
Yes.
About Antonio Conte, it's important to clarify that in the next days, he will decide about his future. If going to one top club or continue like this. Yes, waiting, just stand by for some months and then coming back in football after a fantastic season with Inter. And also curious to see what happens with Galtier, because from Spain, Edu Pidal, top journalist from Spain, is saying that Real Madrid are considering him as an option, but they have a lot of options. So Real Madrid have a lot of options. Joachim Löw is not part of the list, as he denied any contact with Real Madrid or Barcelona. And also talking about Galtier, he has a pre-agreement already done with Nice, so he's almost ready to join Nice, but let's see what happens. But he has an agreement with Nice, so we expect him to join Nice in the next days, and let's see what happens with Tottenham job and with Real Madrid job and with Ronald Koeman, as you say.
Yeah, so next week will be key for the managers domino in Europe, and this is it.
Yes, and also for some players, for some free agents, because finally David Alaba was official to Real Madrid.
Right.
And also Ibrahima Konate was official to Liverpool. So who is following the podcast knows that
we're talking about old news for us, so we don't even count them anymore.
But next ones will be Aguero official to Barcelona, Eric Garcia official to Barcelona, and Gini Wijnaldum. Just some details to be resolved, but it will be a done deal really, really soon. And
Depay still on the same situation.
About Wijnaldum, they are already planning to organize like medical,
Okay,
something
okay.
like this, so they're going to complete everything. And about Memphis Depay, he will
No.
decide once the situation of Ronald Koeman will be clarified.
Okay, nice. So Fabri, thank you so much.
Thank you,
That
guys.
was a quick episode after Champions League final.
And congrats
reaction.
again to Chelsea for
Congrats
winning the
again.
Champions League.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Fabri. See you next week. Ciao.
Here we go.